This is a message for all of our government friends out there, past, present, and future. I need to speak to you about the slow death of Canadian manufacturing. Now, because you guys have lacked the political will and focus to support our manufacturing sectors, they continue to decline and lose market share and trade balance. Since 1980, the manufacturing trade deficit has increased 10 times to more than $100 billion. And, that's 5% of our economy we're actually giving away. Since 2000, more than 25% of our manufacturing workforce, now that's about 500,000 citizens, have been displaced into lower paying or more precarious employment due to globalized manufacturing. And those still in manufacturing have seen wage values decline, with many jobs now almost minimum wage and a high percentage temporary in nature, even though they demand significant knowledge, skill, and experience. You better realize we won't get rich on services or just shipping raw resources out of our economy without adding any value to them. We must make much more of what we consume rather than continue to import them. Otherwise, we won't have a balanced economy that we need of resources, services, and manufacturing. And another thing, you failed to recover an ailing, undermanaged resource sector, and you fumbled the building of pipelines to get the product to markets. Then you fielded the wrong team to work with Trump and bungled the new USMCA trade agreement. You got to realize that you must ensure that future trade relationships with the USA are much better aligned toward a local trade ideology rather than the out-of-date multilateral globalist view. This is so we can benefit from the reshoring efforts happening in the USA. Now, you've got to work at this because many experts don't consider Canada a reshoring destination. And the reasons for why not Canada are many. We're a relatively high-cost destination with a very questionable political will to set a consistent national industrial policy in hopes of convincing business leaders to invest. And you need to assure them that the Canadian dollar won't get inflated by resource growth as we've experienced in the last few decades. Now, our advantage of a lower corporate tax rate has now diminished now that the US has lowered its rate. Also, we have a high energy cost and non-competitive transportation border transactional situation. Also, very high labor expenses and punitive safety and environmental legislations. Although strong in the past, our skilled workforce is diminishing and is not being maintained. And also your crazy adoption of a carbon tax supporting the myth of man-made climate change will make this competitive footprint even worse. So, due to all of this, the experts predict ongoing decline of the manufacturing sectors here in Canada due to this total lack of overall government focus on effective industrial policies, legislations, exchange, taxation, and tariffs. To reverse this disaster, you've got to develop a combined roadmap with industry and the educational organizations. We need more focus on industry support, including upgrades and maintenance of energy, logistics, and communication infrastructure. You must improve regulatory efficiency and remove waste from product and process compliance requirements and better manage ineffective business entitlement funding. New technology development plans must be far better planned and must be driven by industry and better integrated into local academic centers to jointly undertake R&D projects. Also, small businesses need less complicated methods to access development funding and more direct access to talent and education support needed to take the industry sectors to the next level of performance. What also concerns many citizens is that the over-liberalized federal government agenda appears to be far more focused on who we are in terms of our social image to the rest of the world than how we are doing as citizens. So, you better start undertaking a winning industrial policy so that we can, in fact, take back manufacturing. For more about our positional papers and the Take Back Manufacturing Advocacy Group, go to our website. Thank you for your time.